All right, folks, again, welcome back to Three's In. I'm going to end today's recording session, if you will, with a short story that came from the airlines. Often we'd have dark 30 wake ups, and sometimes we get delayed getting into a station, and so it was imperative that we kind of get to sleep and hopefully uninterrupted. However, this one night at, I think it was in Madison, I'm trying to sleep, and there was a party going on somewhere in a hotel, and it was just noisy. And we had like a 4:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock pickup. So about 11 o'clock, these people, the party spilled into the hallway, and I'm laying there trying to think, do I want to get up and go out and say something, or Jesus. So anyway, that kind of a thing I'm dealing with. So finally, I decide, okay, I've had enough. So I get up, and just as I get to the door, I hear another guy come into the hallway and say, hey, can you guys kind of knock it down? And I said, a few of us are trying to get some sleep, and there was some words exchanged, this, that, and the other. And I said, I'm not going to go out in that fur ball tonight. So, but they did knock it off 10, 15 minutes later. Okay, fine. So the next morning, I got up at dark 30 and walked down to check out, gave my key, and walked over to the house phone. And I had an idea what room it is. So I walked over to the house phone, picked it up, called upstairs, and I get this voice, and I said, yeah. I said, I just thought I'd take a moment to tell you what the weather's going to be like today. And I gave him a briefing on the weather. Click, he hangs up. Okay, fine. I kind of snickers. I walked over, grabbed a cup of coffee, sat down, waited for the van. No sooner than I sat down when this other captain come downstairs with his part of his crew. Anyway, he had the same pickup time we did. So he comes downstairs. He walks over to the phone. He picks it up and says, well, good morning, asshole. He says, just thought I'd take a moment to welcome you to the world. And we sat there. We chuckled all the way to the airport about that. We got to the airport. I'm not so sure he didn't go back over and call him back. At any rate, that's kind of the way we deal with those things on occasion. Just came to mind as I was sharing this. I had another layover in Madison on Halloween night. Boy, that was a miserable time. Those knotheads partied downtown right in front of our hotel all night long from the university. So the next morning, I got up again on an dark 30 departure, and we could take off either to, I think it was a north-south runway. And the north took us out into the farmland. The south took us right over town and over the university. So they said, you can take off either direction, your choice, winds or calm. I said, well, I'll take off south. So I took off to the south that morning, and instead of a normal climb out, I just left it in the weeds. I just went right over the top of that university, as loud and low as I dared with the constraints of the FAA. But I know I rang some bells when I went over that university and just pulled up and headed on to Minneapolis, chuckling all the way, by the way. So, as I'm telling you these Madison stories, they keep coming to me. One day I go rolling into Madison, and I wasn't aware of it until the end of the flight, I guess it was. Turns out that one of Clinton's cabinet members, Donna Shalala, was on board. Oh, geez. So anyway, I happened to spot her in first class when I got the airplane parked and got up and walked out to hand out buy nows. Buy now. Thanks for flying Northwest. Okay, fine. So anyway, I walk up to the cockpit door there, standing there, and I look off to the side, and there's this guy standing there with a little curly Q wire in his ear, Secret Service. So I looked over at him and I said, I guess we know who drew the short straw this morning. He thought about what I said. He started chuckling just as she come around the corner. Ooh, usually was pretty good about planting little Easter eggs like that. And the more he thought about it, the more he was trying not to laugh, but it was killing him. So anyway, those are three experiences that I had of flying into Madison. I actually like Madison layovers, by the way. But anyway, it seemed like it was there was always something there. Thanks for checking in, and we'll talk to you soon.